Vines Design. I'm just going to pull up my comments real quick, and then we're going to jump right into how to be a boho bada when it comes to home, holiday, and event decor. So come on in, and if you're watching this on the recording or after the replay, if you want to tell me hi, tell me where you're joining from. I'd love for you to say hey. So again, my name is Heather. My page is Velvet and Vines Design. So I do make, I'm a handmade seller of wreaths and swags, centerpieces, things for holiday, home, and events like weddings and special things like that. And I'm a mom of 3 boys, so I love all things flowers and ribbons. So come on in. I'm just waiting for my live. There we go. All right, so we can see it. So what we're doing tonight is a very simple design. So we're carrying on that boho bada theme here. So we did a design last week that was on a hat, right? So it was more about looking at something that isn't meant necessarily to be either a wreath or to be decor, and for you to kind of have that, you know, creative spirit to take it there. So this is about taking a very simple element that you may even be able to just like pick up out of your yard if you split your own wood, or this just came from, I mean, you can get them at Walmart, you can get these slabs at Michael's, at Hobby Lobby. They're just a little raw slab of wood, right? And they are pretty heavy, or I wouldn't say heavy, but they are weighted. And so they make excellent table pieces. They are their own base. And so what is underneath of here is gaps and cracks. I have worked with that. There are quite a few videos on my channel that shows you how to use it, what to look for, and where to buy it and all the things. But that is underneath of it, and all we have on top is some Spanish moss. We did no hot glue because hot glue will harden and it will be too hard for you to get your stems in after. So we use these floral U-pins like this just to anchor down a little bit of our moss until we get our flowers in, and that is all we have done so far. All right, so it's going to be a boho look. So we're going to go in with everything that's high, the height first. All right, so the biggest piece of this, or the biggest element in this, is going to be this fan palm. Okay, so this is just a dried palm. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. You can get them online. I got mine through one of where I order my florals and stuff. So, all right, so I'm going to give over here to the side that you can't really see. It's just a skillet of hot glue. It's just Gorilla Glue that is melted down. And we're going to go in with our highest element first. And I am going to try to design this so that it's facing you. So this is going to be more of like a 180 design, but I will make sure that the back is somewhat finished. Like, we don't ever want it to be not pretty. All right. So you have to be careful with these dried elements because you want to really anchor them down into the foam, but they're dried, so they're brittle. All right, I think I've got it in there good. All right, okay. All right, I'm gonna give this a little shot of glue after. Okay, so another thing that I like to do is to add just like another element of interest behind or in front of the bigger item. Just something that'll be kind of off center, and it can be pampas or something like that, but in this case I have this palm that I love. This is another palm, and I just like the look that it gives. It will flow if there's any kind of like wind or movement. Whoops, sorry about that loudness. And so I really like it. So I like to go kind of in and angled like that. So we'll get it in. It's on a wire, so we're going to get it in the foam first. Boy, I really covered up with that moss. Did I get in? Okay. And then we're going to bend this just this way ever so slightly until we get the other flowers and things in there. It might have a little bit of a mind of its own. We can also go in with a floral U-pin. So give me 1 second. I'm just taking a U-pin here and I'm just anchoring it down in front of it like that, so it gives it a little bit of like a hair clip, you know? I'm going to give it another one just to be sure. Hey Mason, hey Wendy, hey Ronnie, what's up? What y'all doing? We're being a boho. Bad. So there we go. So it's just a slab of wood, gaps and cracks, some moss, and we have 2 palms, okay? So now we're gonna build out from that. And of course, you know, I'm not gonna do any pampas tonight, so I am gonna use some Phoenix fern though, and I chose beige. We're going with all like beiges and blues. And we're gonna go with more, you know, something that isn't necessarily fall or Christmas or anything like that. So it's gonna be a little more of like an everyday piece, or it would be good for, like I said, an event, a wedding, something like that. All right, so this Phoenix fern, I like to clip down most of the time into 3 sections and sometimes into 2. So I think with this first one, we're gonna cut down into 2 so that I have 2 kind of bigger pieces, right? So I'm just splitting it in half. It's got 6 little branches. I just pull them apart, split them in half, and cut them so I have a stem on one, and then I've cut off the top of the other, right? So it doesn't look. And so this is all wired, and I'm gonna give it a little bit of its life before I put it in here, right? And same with this one. I just kind of bend it around, just want to look more natural, right? We're gonna go in over here with this one, like that. All right, now the next piece, each Phoenix fern bundle comes with 3 pieces. So the next one I'm gonna cut down into 3. So it'll have 2 little sections each. You're working? Got it, oh good. No, no Wendy, no. No, I don't want to. Definitely not used to lives on here. Yeah, I'm not either. I think it's way more, you know, like just get to your project and a whole lot less of gabbing, which you know, a little hard for me. I was going to do a video upload. That was my plan, but you know, like Wendy, work life really was a doozy this week, and then today was Garrett's, so there's the back, right? So see where we're going with it. Today was Garrett's first collegiate baseball game, and he had a doubleheader, and he played amazing. All right, so we're gonna go in with some flat leaf eucalyptus. I have 2 kinds. I have some that have a little bit of like a shimmer and a shift to it. Not really glitter, but it's got like some kind of sparkle in it. And then just a little bit of this. So not a lot, right? But we're gonna cut this up and add it around. Just to get a little bit of green in here and give us a nice base. Right? Yeah. No, thank you. I'm pretty sure I would make a really, really good lottery winner. Like, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I would do that job, like, really well. You know? Like, I would kill it, you know? They would be like, employee of the month. I'm like, I know. Such a good lottery winner. Okay, so this is just a little bit of lamb's ear. I don't have much of it, so just gonna put it in here to break up some of all this tan that we have, because that is the next thing we need to do, is to break up all this color, or all this tan, not color. Hey Terry, what's up? What you doing? What you doing? Anybody else considering lives on YouTube? I think, you know, I'm here for it, you know? All right, so I'm going in a little bit behind here. So we're just breaking up some of that tan with this like sagey eucalyptus. You cannot go wrong with this like sagey color. It's calming, it's pretty, all the things. You've been on the road most of the day. Ooh, have you seen any good sights? Do you have any good stories for us? Anything interesting that you've seen in your travels? I would love to know because I'm nosy. And oh wait, Wait, you did hit Buc-ee's? Did you get anything? What did you get? Buc-ee's, you know, that's the place. There you go. We went a little bit out front with that. And I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to keep this one in the back. I don't want to forget about the back, but I also don't want to spend a lot of money on the back, friends. So there you go. So that's what we got. Just a little bit of green all the way around, right? Nothing crazy. I got this flat leaf eucalyptus, so it's a different flat leaf, so it'll just give a little bit of a different texture. I'm going to cut this down into just 2. I'm going to do 1 in the front and 1 in the back. I'm going to go a little bit kind of in the front and the middle there. And similar position on the back, like that. There you go. All right, so now we're gonna go in, we've done a lot of our height, right? So now we're gonna go in with our biggest flowers. So let me show you what we're gonna work with. So of course some Protea, love this, going in with that. We're gonna work with this bush here. I've used this quite a few times because I love the medley of things on this. So it has the pop of hydrangeas, right? It has the big, huge roses. Then it also has these little blue proteas too. So those are really cool and looking. And then they have these little pops of like the seeded bluegrass. And then all of the little berries and things like this in here are just really nice. So we're going to use some of that. All right. Oh, thank you. Do I do my lives from my phone? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All from my phone. And then I use my computer to read comments. And then, like, if I'm on the Book of Faces, and you know, you share yourself around and stuff, I do have an extra device that I share myself around, but that's about it. I read all my comments and stuff off of my computer because I can't see nothing. Yeah, I go live from my phone. How about you? What do you do? Hi, Alma, where are you from? How you doing? Come on in. Of course you drove 5 hours and went shopping along the way. Of course you did. You can't drive 5 hours and not shop. Hello? That sounds horrible. Doesn't even sound like fun. Not at all. Like, no. Right? All right, so we're going to cut this Protea up, and then we're going to clip it back together. Well, we're going to pick it back together. So this right here is, I know you can't see it all the way on YouTube, but this is what's called a pick machine. And this is mostly for like florists, because when you're working with live flowers, as you can imagine how delicate the stems are. So if you're trying to pierce some of those delicate stems into floral foam, they can break. So they use this pick machine. Well, those of us that craft and do faux flowers, well, we really like them too. So we use these because it makes our lives so much easier sticking things into all of this styrofoam, or when they fall apart and they don't have a stem on them, it gives you a nice steel stem. All right, so let's go in here with this, and I'm going to add some height and interest over, like off to this side and over to this side, and we have 3 of them, right? So I'm going to put 1 in the back because I don't want it to be forgotten. But that's not really where we want to put our money, right? Now, if it's sitting on a table, like at a wedding where people are going to be sitting around it, then you're going to want to maybe do a little bit of the even distribution, make it more of a 360 design. And then you're heading home. Oh, tomorrow you're hitting this. Oh, that sounds so fun. The salvage place. You're from Arizona, the home of D. Stevens. Yeah, that's right. Do you like D. Stevens? You like yourself some designer ribbon? Are you a maker, Alma? Or you just enjoy it? I haven't introduced myself. I'm sorry, Alma. My name is Heather. Of course, you've seen my page. My page is Velvet and Vines Design. I love to make wreaths and centerpieces and things like that for either your home or holidays or events like weddings and things like that. I have an Etsy shop. I have a corporate job by day. I have 3 boys. So I'm a boy mom, and I live in Maryland, right on the coast. So it's really nice to meet you. And I love flowers and bougie ribbon, and I really just love laughing and stuff like that too. So, so you're in good company. You're with some of my friends, Terry and Mason, and some of my other friends. So come on in. Enjoy. Mason is in Illinois, and let's see, Terry, I'm not sure if I know where you're from. Do I know what state you live in? I don't think I do. And then Wendy's in Pennsylvania, so she's not far from me. I hope y'all don't mind that I say what state you're in, right? I just kind of realized it. I'm sorry. I hope the crew would be like, that's too much personal information. All right, so I'm going to go in. So how we have this one on this side, we're going to go in off on that side. And we're going to go just an angle as well. So I love those. So look at how fun and kind of edgy they are, right? All right, we're going to put this last one on the back. I am going to save these leaves. I might pick them and use them in a couple of places. Not at, oh, okay, Indiana. Did I say Illinois? I said Illinois, didn't I? That's because I have friends in Illinois. Sorry. It's an I. That shouldn't matter, right? Like, yeah, Heather. There's other M states, too. Right? All right, and so then we've got that one in the back. All right? All right, so now we're going to keep going with our theme of the big blooms and stuff like that, right? So we're going to go in with our blue, and let's get... Whoop. Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay. All right. So I'm going to just start off with like 2 of the roses, 2 of the hydrangeas, and a couple of the proteas, right? So in this one where I have the 2 tans, I'm going to go in with this blue rose kind of right in the middle. And then on the back side, I'm going to switch it up a little bit with the look, right? All right, so I'm going to trim this a little bit shorter. And we're going to go in kind of right in the front, like this, kind of right in the center, right? Just kind of nestled in there, right? All right, so now we're going to take the 2 hydrangeas, and we're going to nestle like one on this side and then one kind of over here on this side, right? It's all good. Mason, listen, I find it shocking that sometimes I know where I'm at, you know? Sometimes, you know? All right, so go over here on this corner. Right? Whoop. There we go. So now you can see that blue worked in there. So now let's work the blue in on this side. So now let's go a little bit reverse. So let's take a blue hydrangea pop, a nice size one like this, right? We're going to do that one in the middle next to a blue one. So where this big piece is here, we're going to do a little something like this, where we're going to nestle some of that blue in there like that. So it looks a little different, but the same stuff. Does that make sense? That way it's not matchy-matchy. My personal preference is I don't like matchy-matchy. I don't like my ribbon tails the same length. That's just my personal preference, right? If you do, that is the beauty of making and creating, is that you get to do it your way. So if you really enjoy matchy-matchy, you can do that, right? All right, so I'm going to go right on the other side of that blue and nestle this one like that right beside it. Okay? And I love that. Okay, and so that's the one side, and then this is the other side, right? Isn't that pretty? Just on a slab of wood. We are not even close to being done yet. Well, maybe a little bit. All right, so some of the other things we're going to work in. So I am a designer for Surrey Circle Home, and I absolutely love their products. I can't say enough about it. It's all designer. It's all Regency, all state, Ferris Silk, D. Stevens, Alma. And I can't say enough about Mel's. Melissa is who owns it. I call her Mel. Her taste. I think we just have a lot of the same vibe, and just like some of the things that she picks out, and like how different it is. I'm going to show you a couple of things. Like I just have never seen them anywhere else, and that's what I love, right? Because a lot of the suppliers will buy a lot of the same things, which is fine because they're popular. But I really enjoy different, especially because I sell my items and I want my items to stand out, right? And I bet if you're designing something for a wedding or something like that, you're going to feel much the same. You probably don't want things all throughout your wedding that your guests can tell came from Hobby Lobby or Michael's, right? You're going to want to sprinkle in some nice stuff too. So, and I love that, bougie and budget, right? There's a place for all of that. So this is Spanish moss. So it's not Spanish moss that you get in a bag. This is a bush, so it doesn't shed, but it gives you the look. I love this stuff. This is like thistle, but it's more like pregnant thistle. It's called cone flowers. So again, it's like a little bit edgy, but yet warm and beautiful as well, right? Great quality. And then this is some of that pampas. And what you can't tell on camera, and I wish that you could, is that there are flecks of gold all throughout this. So right now, the light that's hitting this, it's like little flecks of gold just dancing off. It is the most beautiful thing. And when you photograph it, your piece just like pops with all the warm light. So again, things that make your things different. So we're going to pop in some of this pampas. You need a place. Oh wait, place an order. Okay. So listen, if anybody wants to order there, I have a coupon. I have two coupons to help save you money. One is VV15. So for velvet and vine, so VV15, and that gives you 15% off of your entire order, no matter what you have. And the other one is if you have an order that's $99, if you use ship, so you can double up coupons, which I love. Anything that lets you double up coupons, like I'm in. So ship, and that allows you to have free shipping on an order of $99 and above. So there's some savings there. And I don't know if she has any left, but friends, she was doing a closeout sale on some of her flowers. She had, now I've clipped some off, but look at how beautiful these peonies were. These were $6, and I've clipped some off, $6. They were closeout, so I don't know if she still has them, so you might want to run. And then these, whoop, these were also, look at these hydrangeas. Oops, sorry, I grabbed them from the top, and I picked off some of the things. But look at these hydrangeas, and I've used these. I grabbed them from the top like a ding dong. Don't do that. $6. She had them on closeout. So while designer, these are designer. These are Regency, I'm pretty sure. She had them on a closeout price. So great pricing. Can't say enough. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Silk Blooms. Silk Blooms. Wait. I'm not sure which one that is. But I love them, right? The fall colors, the browns. So, okay, sorry, I didn't mean to go all there, but you know, closeout and great pricing. I want to show it to you because if she has some left, my goodness, I want you to be able to go get it. All right, so let's keep working around. And I had that pampas. Let me get some more of the pampas, and then we'll use some of the what I call the pregnant thistle. And it's just cone flowers. I love these. So you just use those peonies in an arrangement, and she puts. Did she, Wendy? I love that. Oh, did she make you tear up? Oh, Wendy. Yeah, she does. When you get your box from her, that's the other thing. Like it's she appreciates that you've invested your money in her business, right? And so when she ships it to you, first of all, she ships it to you lightning fast. Second of all, it comes like almost like gift wrapped. It's really pretty tissue paper. It's nicely done. It's pleated. It's taped together like on the top so it looks like a gift. And then she has this handwritten note and a beautiful like matching envelope and stuff that's right on the top. So you feel like you're getting like a Louis Vuitton. Like you're like, it's such a beautiful package, you know, so you're all like giddy. Like, oh, this is something for me. Because I mean, in all honesty, a lot of us that do order that kind of stuff, I mean, that is like our little gift to ourselves, right? So she sends it to us that way, which I love. So, yeah. Aw, thanks. It's an experience like yours. Aw, I appreciate that. Yes, I do take a lot of care in my packaging and shipping. I appreciate very, very much every customer that trusts me with their hard-earned money, and I want to make sure that it arrives safely. So look at that. And I want to make sure that it, you know, has something a little special in there for them, for you. So I love that. Yes, we both have that, and it's funny because we both did it before we ever knew each other. So it's just kind of our style, which speaks to why we probably work so well together, because we value a lot of the same things, right? All right, look at that. Oh my gosh. Like, this Pampus is just so perfect. Like, you just can't just stop it right now. Okay. I got one more cut. I love these 3 pieces here. Let's give it another one over here. Actually, no, I want like more. I want more. But let's go in with this. Are you getting the dog running? Oh gosh. All right, sorry, that took some elbow grease, but there we go. Got it on this side, okay? All right, so let's do some of the cone flower that I talked about. Hey, Michelle, I missed you. Hey, how are you? Bobby, I'm on YouTube. Don't get him barking. He likes to like pretend knock on the door to get the dog barking because I know him is just messing with you all the time. Let him messing with you. Tell him, say, leave me alone. He just wants to do that. Oh, see, he's doing it. See, you hear him? He's doing it anyway. My nose is itching because of the moss. Either that or it's the lights. I'm telling you, I feel like every time I go live, my nose itches. I'm allergic. So, all right, we are almost done, friends. Seriously, we're not going to do any kind of ribbon or anything like that. Right now, we're just filling in some of these spots. So we've got cone flower there, cone flower there. All right, let's go in on this side. All right, we're going to work ourselves right down here, same way. There we go. And then on the other side. So this comes together so easy. Ugh. Are you gonna go get it? You're not gonna get it? All right, and then we're gonna go over here. Oh, that looks good. I like that. Okay, then let's see. So I want a little more pops of blue. So this is from Michael's, right? So we've got some bougie, but then we have some budget. So see how we work that in? And I have this is Sedum, and this comes from Surrey Circle Home. So this is bougie, this is Regency, but this looks almost, well, it is kind of in the succulent family, right? So I love how this looks like little mini cactuses all throughout. So we're going to use this. So you can see how we're using, just like in the first design, we have quite like a mixture of things, but we're only using 3-4 clips of most of them, right? So I went down here with that, and then over here, all right? And then we'll put one on the side here. Okay. We'll do 3 more clips. Well, there's only 4 though, and we're gonna do them all. All right. And we'll go down here. Oop. Where's my phone? There we go. It's like, where is it? There we go. And then, whoop, right over here. There we go. So that looks good. I like that. I've got 2 more clips. I'm going to do one more over here because I can see like all of this area right in here could use some of the green, right? Oh, Frank, don't do that. You almost knocked my lamp over. What's the matter? Here, hold on. There. Sorry, he wants his bed. There you go. Are you okay? Go knock over my plant, my table, my what's it called? What's that thing called? A lamp. All right, and then we're gonna put one right there for some interest. So there you go. I mean, look at how that has filled up, right? So now let's add some of this blue. And this is again from Michael's. All right, and let's just dance this all around. All right. Whoop. A little bit in the back there. A little bit in the front here, right? And then we'll go over on this side there. Whoop. There we go. Trying to let you see. There we go. And me put them in there. So there you go. You see how we have those 3 pops there. So now we'll work on this side, right? So I'm gonna use one long. Ugh. All right. Oh, let's see. All right, what did I do here? I think I accidentally took it apart. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go in shorter with one. I'm going to go right down here in front with some of that tan. Right? We're going to break this up a little bit. There we go. I'm going to keep this one long. And we're going to go in behind that protea right there. See? So that way you can see it and we can break it apart from the phoenix fern and this dried palm. So see that? Okay, and then I'm going to put this one kind of over here. There we go. So now we have some blue inside, right? Okay, so now I think this might even be our closing move, is some of this Spanish moss bush, because this, along with, I fibbed, we are going to use a couple of the protea and a couple of those picks off of the blue bush, the blue flower bush that we had. Remember I said all those little fun things that they have on it, so we're going to use those. So let me cut that off. All right. We'll go in the front here, right in here with that one, right? There you go. So you can see that. And then I think I'm going to do this one off that side there. Like right here. Just like that, just so you can see a little bit of that green behind that tan protea. That makes it pop a little bit. All right, so now we have this big blue protea. So let's go, I'm thinking to do this one tall and put it over here next to that one, just for like something, you know. So let's give that a shot. See if that'll work, right? All right. like how that's sitting in there. I'm going to put a pick on it so that I don't have to put so much, like, you know, push it down so hard. It'll just stab in there. Nice thing about the picks. All right, now let's go right back the same spot. Because I like the spot. It just wasn't. There we go. Wasn't sinking in the foam good enough. There we go. I love that. That little piece of interest. Now let's go in with this moss and finish it up. I'm making sure. Do I want to thicken it up with anything else? Whoa. I might. Hold on. This estebe I love. I can see a couple little holes. Let's cut this down. Especially on a table piece, I like to be really careful that there aren't any holes, because you don't know if it's going to be around like a dining room table or something like that people are going to be sitting at, staring at eye level and all kinds of, right? So I'm just going in here in this hole right there with that estebe. There we go. And now let's bring some of this cream somewhere else. So let's bring it down here in this front, right here where we've got some of the blue and the tan. There we go. And then we've got another piece over here. I can see a little hole right in here, right in, down in here, if you can see it. So we got that one there. All right, now let's get to work with this moss. Now I'm going to clip it down a little bit. I don't want it all kind of bushy and all around, but I want some of it hanging out, right? So I'm going to get kind of eye level like this. And yes, you do see the Spanish moss, the one that I have that's hiding the foam. But remember, that sheds. So I don't necessarily want that showing. This doesn't shed, and it also has a different texture and look to it, believe it or not. So I'm just getting eye level, and where I see some of that moss, I'm just covering it up with the moss bush. And I'm just clipping this down so that I can get more than one cut. Right, I see a hole here. So all I'm doing is just spinning it and just looking with my eye if I can see any areas that need camouflaging. I see one more spot here. We're almost done. That quick. I love these little little table pieces. I'm gonna keep this one long. I'm gonna keep this one long. Nope. Couldn't get it to go in. I gotta pick it. Okay. All right, let's go back. Gosh, that pick is like, it's like magic, right? All right. Let's see. I like it. All right, let's see. Got a couple little holes here and there we'll fill in. I think I'm going to use this flower. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. I'm going to use this. I've just got a couple of holes here that I can see when I spin it around. Right? Oop, you want to make sure you cover up the holes. There's another one. Where did I get the moss? The Spanish moss? Surrey Circle Home. Yeah, Surrey Circle Home. That's one of the things I love about, I mean, like, she shops for different things. Yeah, when she goes to market, she's sourcing, like, very unique stuff. I love that. So, yeah, she got that. And she's, think she got like a black kind too for Halloween because this Spanish moss went like crazy. A lot of the primitive makers love it because it really does go well with primitive. Looks fantastic for Halloween stuff because it gives a little bit of that creepy vibe. But I gotta tell you, if you really like that rustic look, like I've used it in rustic looking swags or Western. Use it in Western looking ones too. It's fantastic. All right. Okay. I'm not really, oh, okay. As soon as I said it, I'm like, and I just saw one. And I just saw one. Right here. And that's it, I think. All right, let's look around. Oh, I love this. I love it. All right, I'm gonna show it to you. And that, how long did we, 42 minutes. 42 minutes and I gabbed a whole lot and we made this. All right, you ready? So again, slab of wood. We did a little gaps and cracks. We covered that up with Spanish moss and some U-pins. And then we went in with the big palm, right? And then we did this little palm. And then we just started packing in the flowers, friends. We did the protea. We did the big blues, right? The blue hydrangeas that all came from the same one. And then we just packed in like flat leaf eucalyptus, a little bit of phoenix fern. And look, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? Don't you love it? All right, so this was part 2, how to be a boho bad. All right, so we will meet back here next Friday. I don't know if we'll do a video upload, if we'll do a live, but you can guarantee to find something around how to be a boho bad on this page if you subscribe next Friday. So hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, feel free to answer or ask in the question or in the comments. If I have any answers or supplies or anything like that, I'd be happy to tell you. So thanks very much for hopping in here. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Have a good Friday night. I'll see you around. I'll be around this weekend on my Book of Faces. So see you, friends.